Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. This is number 3. The first one was my trip to the United States from Guatemala, why I was gone and all this kind of stuff. The second one, I went through exactly everything that happened. Now on number 3, this one, I'm going to talk about the different tactics that I used, and all these tactics, I have videos talking about it. And when I make these videos, I tell you a tactic, and I usually give you an example of how it works. And this is going to be no exception. But this, I'm just going to tell you what happened, and then let you know the tactic that I used. Okay, first thing, I left here in Thursday morning. Now, I would say you never travel at night. Never, never, never. It's nothing but danger, danger. Now, I've done it, and I've made videos on it, and but there were an exception to the rules, and I was scared shitless the whole time. So I went in the daytime. I went down. I crossed the border. You're never in a hurry. You're never in a hurry when you're traveling. When you're down here, you just, like I say, 60 miles, 3 or 4 hours to get 60 miles. Be prepared for anything, because anything can happen. And if you have car problems, that's even worse yet. So, and I talked about, I had car problems in Belize and when I was in Guatemala City. So these things happen. You just take it for granted they're going to happen, and you just don't get excited. Don't worry about it. I try to carry not a lot of money, in that country's money, but I find out what the normal repairs are, because whenever you get in an accident, you have to settle it right then and there. If you don't, they call the police. The police get involved. So the best thing to do is just go on and pay whatever it is that you need to pay for, however much, and then it's over with. Normally, I like to keep an extra 1,000 Guatemala money. It's about 7.5 to 1. Mexican money, I carry about 2,000, and it's about I think it's about 12 to 1, something like that. So, and that's pretty much cover most accidents. Any major accident, it won't happen. If I have a major accident, I'm pretty much screwed. I'm definitely going to have to start using the old knocking if I get in a major accident. Yes, I've got insurance, and insurance in Mexico, but trying to get them to pay, and all the legal loopholes, and the time it's going to take, it's nasty. It's a whole lot easier just to have some money right there. And same thing, gold and silver. I carry that for the more of the major stuff. So anyway, that was my reasoning for going in the morning, and that's also my reasoning for taking the bus. So it's less stuff I have to deal with. Bus travel is really, really good in Mexico. I've heard bus travel is really nice in Mexico, and that's right. I did confirm it. It's relatively inexpensive, and there's usually a bus that can take you most any place, and that's probably the easiest way to get around in Mexico is take a bus. Since I understand how the system works and stuff like that, I will be looking for more Mexican vacations. But now But now I have a plan. I know how to do it. Like I say, when I drive, I already told you found a safe way to drive. But even a safe way, stuff happens. So, safe or not. But the bus is the best. They do get robbed, not very often. And the bus drivers know it. And because there was one guy tried to stop the bus, and the bus driver, he wasn't going to stop. So, see, that kind of shot me down, because I always thought if I had a car breakdown, what I would do is just stop a bus and get on a bus and go. Well, now I found out these buses aren't going to just stop like that. But then again, I am a gringo. I look the part, so it might be a little easier. And I'm sure one of these, this is a big company, ADO, and I mean, it's all over Mexico. And I'm sure they know better than to stop, pick up even a gringo on the side of the road. So, but I'm sure there's some smaller bus lines that would stop and pick me up. But I know now it's not going to be quite as easy as I was expecting. Okay. I went up and I rented a car. I got a debit card and a credit card. Credit card became invalid last month, November. So, but I wasn't planning on being here this long. I thought I was going to go back in September, so that's what kind of caught me off guard. So, in other words, I should have did a better job on checking my credit card. We don't have mail service down here, so I can't get a new card mailed to me. I don't know how this is going to happen. So I don't know. Just like everything in the United States, the more convenience things are, the more trouble it is. So in other words, you need 4 or 5 credit cards. You know all the trouble you're going to have trying to keep track, take care of 4 or 5 credit cards. So it might be convenience, but it's a pain in the butt. I like dealing with cash better, and like I say, for me, I can work and make money. So that's no big deal. But anyway, the credit card, the car rental place was really nice. Avis, I think it's Avis, was the first one I went to, and I was going to get it from them. And they don't take debit cards, and that we made out a deal. Everything was done, and then my card wouldn't work, and she handed me over to Dollar Car Rental, and they honored the same deal that I already made with Avis. So, they were able to use my debit card. They did put a $93 extra on there for a deposit or something, so I don't know. But that's what that is. So those companies worked with me, took care of my problem. And then went to go see this gal. Now, it was a 4-hour drive going up there. I called her and let her know that I was in the United States and I was on my way up there. It was going to take me 3 or 4 hours to get there. Okay, now, I don't mean this to sound cruel or mean or anything like that, but this is something I've observed, and it's been right. I've been absolutely right on this, 100%, and I haven't been able to express it in words. So this is something I've never made a video on. But I'll tell you something that I have learned, and that's women without a man, they have an insecurity about them. Now, listen to this clear through the whole thing now. They've got the, I mean, when I say that, I think because they're insecure, they overreact, and so they end up acting like they're really secure. I'm really secure. I know who I am. And when they get that attitude, it kind of pushes men back. Now let me change my battery here. Their confidence, they kind of get overboard and they project being overconfident. I'm independent. I can take care of myself. And I've found this in every woman that doesn't have a man. Now, it might not be as obvious in some women as in others, but it is the same. It is the same. And I wanted to say this before, but I really didn't know how to say it. But this was a good example. She's confident. She knew what she wanted. But when I got there, she avoided me. I mean, she knew in the morning I was there, and I was there for her. We didn't even go out for supper. She already ate. And, you know, she was busy, I guess. So the first day I have to be with her, she's busy most of the day. She had a couple hours in the evening for me. Okay. She knew I was coming. And I kept asking her each day before I went, is she sure she wants me to come? So what it is, I think she got cold feet at the last minute. And then, like I say, when she did finally see me, she says, you're big and powerful. And I'm not quite sure what that means in woman's talk. And but I don't think it's a positive thing. I mean, it wasn't oh boy, he's big and powerful. It wasn't that kind of a big and powerful. So, I got the idea right there at first that this, what's going on here, So now I'll tell you, I've said this on my videos, and what it is, I'm going to get my woman. I have no problem on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep her off her feet. So I've been dating, I guess, a little more than a year now. And one thing that I've noticed, dating sucks. So much playing with the mind crap, I mean, it doesn't work. So that's when I changed my tactics into, I will sweep you off your feet. And I think I made a video talking about my wife. I asked her to marry me, and we were together 22 hours. So, and we got married 1 month after we met, but we were together for 22 hours when I asked her to marry me. So, so I'm going back to that tactic. In other words, I swept her off her feet, and I'm going to do the same thing with my new love. Now, if I can't sweep you off your feet, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. And I'm sure the hell not going to play no mind games with you. I'm not going to try to feed you a bunch of BS, and I don't want any BS from you. I just want to know if you're interested or not. If you're not interested, good. Hey, no problem. And if you are interested, we can move to the next step. And this is what happened with the friends that were up there. You could see they were interested. The problem was they were all married already. That's what made me start thinking, Okay, when you're married, you have some man already. You're more at ease with yourself. You can let your true feelings come out. And that's what they did. You know, I'd take you, but I'm already married. So in other words, they knew I could have swept them off their feet. Why? Because they are comfortable with themselves. And so, a lot of these women say they are, but they're not. They're scared to make a decision. They're scared for making choices and stuff like that. That's why I say, I will sweep you off your feet. So in other words, right when you see me, you're going to feel comfortable with me. We're going to be able to talk. We're going to be able to enjoy each other's time together. And then that will lead to the next day. And then, or the next time we see each other. You know, what I had planned for her, I'd see her for a couple days. We'd get along. We'd spend time with each other. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy the talking with each other. And then she can come down here and visit, or I'll be going back up there at the first of the year, sometime after the first of the year, and I can see her sometime up there. You know what I'm saying? We just move to the next step. But it's not. We just says we'll just email and be friends. That's okay. That's a good letdown. I'm happy. We're gone. We don't have to hurt each other's feelings. Because the more time we put in with each other, and then you end up hurting the other person's feelings. And I don't want to hurt no one. This is why this dating thing has just been crazy for me. I've never seen. You got to remember, the only thing I know about women is what my wife taught me. And my wife was very thoughtful and very nice towards me. And she would never do anything to hurt my feelings. And so, my wife, she would take the hurt before she would let something hurt me. And these gals, they play you like a puppet. And then, you know, and I think it's funny, they got, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 guys. I don't know how many guys they got going on. And I really don't care if I'm sweeping you off your feet. But if I'm sitting there dating with you, then that's not a good thing. And I don't know how you can do it. But I've tried getting 2 or 3 gals going at the same time. That's no fun. I really feel deceiving. I really feel dirty. And so that's why I don't want to do this kind of stuff. So, in other words, I like it when you're honest. And you can be honest for a short amount of time. When you stretch longer, you try to stretch it out. And especially when you're doing the BS, it turns into BS. You can't keep the lying going. So, in other words, it was good. So I had a fun time. I enjoyed up there. And like I say, I think I'm on the right track with the sweeping you off your feet kind of thing. So that worked out good. I did my Hoi Chi, and I did, like I say, a little bit on Sunday morning and early Sunday afternoon, and